do. Okay, next tutorial. This time I'm going to be dressed up as a demonic tooth fairy. 'Cause why not? It's just one of those silly, messy-esque makeups that you just have to have fun with, really. Hopefully you can tell I did, because I made it up on the spot. I mean, I knew I wanted to do a tooth fairy makeup, but I didn't know which direction I was going to go in, so hopefully this is okay. And yeah, so if you'd like to learn how to do this makeup for yourself, stay tuned. So before we get this makeup started, I am going to be blocking out both of my eyebrows because we are going to be working with liquid latex in this entire area and we really want to make sure they are completely secured. So as always, I'll pop a link on the screen up there that takes you to the video where I teach you how to block your eyebrows out, just so I don't have to do it in this video to make it go that much shorter. Just make sure that when you do block your eyebrows out, after the initial layer of spirit gum, then the synthetic wax, make sure to apply another layer of spirit gum just to really secure them and make it extra safe. So I'm going to go block out my eyebrows and we'll go from there. Then I can take a sponge and I can dip it in some liquid latex and apply it over the mouth area. So this is just to build up a base because I'm going to be sticking some fake teeth in that area. So we're only going to be working really in this area here. We don't need to go up past the nose or really past this general area here. So I'm going to do that for about 4 coats, letting it dry in between each layer. So now that the final layer of liquid latex is nice and dry, I can talk to you all about the fake teeth. So I actually made my fake teeth out of a product called Thermoplastic. I've used it a couple times on my channel now. Basically, Thermoplastic is like little beads, little gels that melt in hot water and they can mould into any shape. And in my case, I made teeth. And by made teeth, I mean I made a lot of teeth. Teethies! And you can get thermoplastic gels from places like eBay or Amazon. So as you can see, I made quite a lot of different shapes and sizes. There's about 8 different sizes here, but they all have one thing in common. They all bend over slightly at the end, so that way when I stick them down to my face, they come off my face, and that way I can have them all interlocking. So as thermoplastic is quite light, it's nice and easy to stick down. So the way I do it is I take some spirit gum, apply it to the base of the tooth, then the corresponding area on my face. I hold that tooth down for about 10 to 15 seconds and then let it go and it stays put. That's actually why I did the latex first. It makes for a really nice base for the spirit gum to adhere to. So I'm just going to go stick my fake teeth down, going in an oval shape, applying some of the bigger teeth towards the edges of the mouth and then maybe some smaller ones tapering away. So just be really patient with this and make sure not to move on to the next tooth until each tooth is stuck down completely. So there we are, so this is the shape that I've gone for. So instead of going in a complete circle, I decided just to have a few large fangs at the bottom and then some smaller ones on the top. I kind of like this shape. Plus it's probably a good idea to leave this side area blank so there's a nice break before the eye area starts. So then I'm going to take a paper-based cotton bud and I'm going to dip that in some more liquid latex. And then I can apply that quite heavily going around each of the teeth. That way it will really help stick the teeth down and it'll also blend the teeth off to make them look like they're coming out of the skin. So next, whilst the latex is drying around the mouth area, we can start working on the eyes. So I'm going to do exactly the same that I did in the mouth area, except I'm going to scale it down and only use a few teeth around the eyes. So once again, I'm going to take my sponge, dip it in the latex, and then go around my eye area, making sure not to go too close to my eyes. Now remember, that's why I blocked my eyebrows out with an extra layer of spirit gum after the original layer of spirit gum and synthetic wax, just to really seal them off. There we are, so I've just finished applying the 3rd layer of liquid latex, so now I can take some more of the fake teeth. These are the smaller ones because I really wanted the bigger ones to be on the mouth area, and I'm going to start sticking them down in exactly the same way that I did with the mouth area. I'm going to take some spirit gum on the end of the tooth and then the corresponding area, hold that down for about 10 to 15 seconds until it's stuck. So again, even though these are the smaller teeth, I'm going to use a mixture of these teeth and even smaller ones just dotted around the area in random places. So when you're done, it should look something like this. So as you can see, I did change my mind from the pattern slightly as I did with the mouth. So rather than going completely around my eyes, I did this half circle on both sides. I just think it really complements the mouth and it makes the whole thing look a little bit more unusual looking. Plus again, it's nice to have this break in between just so it separates the elements. So then, as I did with the mouth area, I'm going to take another paper-based cotton bud, dip that into more liquid latex and go around each tooth. So then, once everything is dry, we can start working on colouring the area around the teeth. So you can use pretty much anything for this look. You could use creams, you could use watercolours. I myself am going to be using alcohol activated colours just because I really want there to look like there's some bruising around the teeth. And they're really good for translucency and layering up colours. So the palette that I'm going to be using is the Skin Illustrator American Horror palette. And starting with this gorgeous deep red from the palette, I'm going to apply that around the edges wherever there are the fake teeth, and then I can take my spackle brush and I can spackle the colour around the entire area. Okie dokie, so nice and bloody. So then, before I do anything else, I want to darken up the eye area and the mouth area, and to do that, I'm going to take a Makeup Forever Flash palette. I'm just going to be using the black cream from this palette though, and I can apply that to my eyelids, then underneath my eyes, and blend that colour downwards so that there's not an abrupt edge. Then I can apply the same cream underneath the fake teeth here on the tops and bottoms, and then blend that colour slightly away. The point is, I don't want there to be any abrupt edges, I just want there to be a kind of black shadow. Then, just to get rid of that hint of skin colour in the waterline of my eyes, I'm taking a MAC Fluidline in Blacktrack, and I'm just going to apply this just to the waterline of my eyes, just to really hide them. Then, still with the American Horror Story palette, I'm just going to take this really light blue colour and just draw a few squiggly veins around the face. Nothing too drastic, I'm just thinking a few little squiggles, or maybe on the cheek area and maybe on the temples. I can then move on to my absolute favourite part, which is applying the fake blood. So I'm going to be using some Fleet Street fake blood in dark, and I'm going to apply that between each of the teeth, going around the top of the eyes and the top of the mouth. I might let it trickle down a tiny bit, but mostly I want it concentrated where the teeth come out of the face. So there we are. So all that's left for me to do now is pop on a wig, pop on my costume, and we'll see what it looks like. And there we go. That's my look, officially complete. So I finished the look off by painting my chest, my neck and my hands using the same American Horror palette that I used on my face. I also popped on this gorgeous white Victorian-esque dress that I got from buycostumes.com. That link will be in the description bar below. I also popped on this fantastic white wig which I backcombed to make it as big as possible. And finally I popped on this crown and necklace that I made from fake teeth. I'm sure you guys can do better. I only made it really quickly the other night, but I just thought it might help complete the look. I just really like the contrast between the creature's teeth and human teeth. Like, maybe this creature finds human teeth really pretty and that's why they collect them for jewellery, who knows? And yeah, so that's my tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did like it, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe and all that jazz. And yeah, so until next time, bye fluffies!